going straight up and down. The power of heaven and earth. We've used the circle, we use the first movement. Second movement, we use the power going forward. The third movement is the vertical power going up. We'll demonstrate for you. Let's go. As we see, the hand is going up in the upward direction, being able to parry those movements that are coming in a circular form towards the body, and also those straight movements through the footwork. We're able to move the arm in different directions to be able to stop a blow from coming in. This movement, as the others, can be utilized in many different directions: up and down, forward and back, in all different directions. But the basic emphasis is the vertical power going up. Three, two, one. Thank you. Now what we're going to explore this time, as I said, is the vertical power going up. When he punches, this movement is going up in this direction, taking the force out and away from the body. It can also be used inside, this way. But there's a corkscrewing type of power to it. There's a different type of understanding from the straight forward or either the circular. But what it does is it gives you a chance to understand that power that is utilized inside of gravity. In other words, opposing gravity or going with gravity. It gives you an understanding and also helps you out. So we're moving. He punches here, up. Now the movements can move from the outside to the inside, or can move to from the inside to the outside, this way, and give an understanding of movement. Now, of course, the leg portion of our art is very sophisticated, and it's only used on the low line, because much of what we're doing also includes weapons. It would include the wrist knife, it would include the knife that is worn on the finger as a ring, and various other thorns and spikes that could be utilized to hit the leg. But what we want to understand is the upward power. The upward power goes in degrees until it goes back to the forward motion. In other words, this portion can be given directly into the person, and any angle inside of that 90 degrees between the second movement that we did, which was straight forward, and going straight up. Once again, up, utilizing the side-to-side footwork that we worked with before, which can take on any angle in between, inside of that 90 degrees, between facing the opponent and going directly to the side. So, once again, up, inside here, going to the inside, this movement and this power is utilized to develop the upward power. Also, this can be utilized as the downward power. So when it comes up here this way, downward power this way into the body. So it goes up and also down. The movement inside of the dance is used a little more subtly, this way, so that you get a better understanding of how it actually looks. But this is how it's utilized from the dance motion into the actual fighting motion. Hold. Thank you. Our next dance segment utilizes the sucking power. In other words, you're pulling in and pushing the body forward, but the arm is actually drawing the opponent in close, bringing him into the sphere of influence of the punches, the knees, the elbows, the headbutts. What we're going to do is show you a little bit of some of the sucking power and how it's developed through the dance. Let's get busy. Now actually, the front arm is drawing the opponent in, bringing him towards you so that he can be hit, struck, kneed, punched, headbutted, whatever. What we're trying to show in this video is the principle from dance and not individual techniques. The techniques are endless. The technique can come from any art. But if you understand these principles and develop them through the dance, you get a better understanding of not only your art, but you get a better understanding of how the ancients developed power through the dance. It can be given in all different directions, forward and backwards, side to side. The force that's developed through the dance is awesome. Come on back to the front. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Now actually, what's going on? He's punching into this area. And when he punches slowly, the body sucks in this way. You can draw the opponent in this way. And this hand also monitors the second one, this way, here, so that you get a better understanding of the drawing power. As I said before, we're not teaching techniques. We're teaching principles. We're teaching the circle, forward motion, vertical power, and sucking power through the dance. So we get a better understanding of how, from doing the dance movements, how to develop these things without actually going through a lot of the things that other martial arts would actually do to develop their power and develop their particular way of doing it. It's just a different way. But we feel through the dance and through the music that it gives you that much more because you can really get into it. You're not actually training, but you're actually training inside of the dance. So as we move on, here, he comes in here. This way. Thank you. And now we're going to move. Our next dance segment is going to develop hopping power. In other words, being able to deliver force from